Hey Math 2, I hope that you're all doing well and that you're safe. This is going to be our first online lesson. Since we left off at the end of Chapter 7, we're going to start Chapter 8. Chapter 8 deals with similarity, and this first lesson is about dilations, which is a transformation in which a figure is enlarged or reduced at a fixed point C, which is called the center of dilation and a scale factor. Don't worry too much about the center of dilation. We're only going to be concerned about it for the first example. So a dilation with a center of dilation C and a scale factor of K maps every point P to the figure in a point P prime. So that apostrophe will pronounce it using prime. The scale factor is a positive number, K. That's equal to CP prime over CP. So it's this ratio. You can think of it as the new versus the old. Angle measures are preserved. And when the scale factor is greater than 1, the dilation is called an enlargement. And when the scale factor is between 0 and 1, the dilation is a reduction. For example 1, we're going to find the scale factor of the dilation, and then we're going to tell whether the dilation is a reduction or an enlargement. So we're going to be using this ratio right here, CP prime over CP, and that's going to give us what the scale factor is going to be. Let me zoom in. All right, so CP prime, as we can see here, is 12. Our CP is 8. So we're going to have a scale factor, K, that's 12 over 8. Let's reduce, and this is going to give us 3 over 2. So we have a scale factor of 3 over 2. Then we have to determine whether it's going to be an enlargement or reduction. Now because 3 over 2 is greater than 1, this is going to be an enlargement. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing for B. Sorry, I thought that I pressed record on my phone. So that's why there's white at. So let's pretend like that didn't happen. For B, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to find the scale factor first. We want to find that CP prime. On our diagram, we can see that CP prime is going to have a length of 18. CP, our original image length, is going to be 30. We can reduce this fraction by 6 on the numerator and the denominator, and this will give us 3/5. Now, since 3/5 is less than 1, this is a reduction. All right. Scene D, I'll let you try on your own. I'll post the answer key later today for you to check your work. And we're going to move on to the coordinate rule for dilations. So the coordinate rule for dilations is used to graph the image and its the pre-image and its image after the dilation. If point P, which has coordinates of x, y, is the pre-image or the original, then its image after a dilation, centered at the origin, 0, 0, with a scale factor K, is the point P prime, which has coordinates k, x, and ky. All that's really happening is that you're multiplying the x and y coordinates by the scale factor. All right, so let's go on to our examples where we are going to be dilating a figure in the coordinate plane. You'll be given some vertices of the polygon, and you'll be given a scale factor. So if we're looking over here, we have a triangle ABC with these points and a scale factor 2. So again, pardon that it's already graphed. This occurred when I forgot to press record, but I'm going to show you how to get those points. I first started by graphing ABC, so this is the triangle that's in purple. Now to find the points A prime, B prime, and C prime, all you're going to do is you're going to multiply the x and y values of each coordinate by the scale factor, which is 2. So in order to find A prime, I'm going to multiply 2 and 1 by 2, which will give me 4, 2. B prime will be 4 times 2 and 1 times 2, 8, 2. And C prime, we're going to do the same thing, 4 times 2, 2 times negative 2, that's 8 to negative 2. So there is, I plotted these points and we got the dilation of the pre-image. I'm going to do B as well, right? So for B, I graphed the triangle PQR already, and my scale factor here is 4. We're going to perform the same steps. We're going to multiply each x and y coordinate by our scale factor. P prime will be -8, -4. Q prime will be -4, 0. And R prime will be 0, -4. Alright, I'm going to plot these points on the coordinate plane. Alright, so I'm going to connect these all with a straight edge using my college ID. And there we go. There is our pre-image and our image after the dilation. Alright, so I'll leave C over there for y'all. And we're going to move on to the last example for this first lesson. Example 3 is very similar, but this time we will be graphing reductions instead of enlargements. So I'm just going to start off by graphing the quadrilateral. There's quadrilateral KLMN. Our scale factor is 1/3, so we're going to multiply each of the x and y coordinates by 1/3. We're going to graph these points, and we will have our reduction. There we go. I'm going to move on to B. I'm going to start off by graphing the triangle. Okay, there's triangle PQR. And then we are going to find the points of the image after the dilation with the scale factor of 0.5, which is the same thing as 1/2. So we're halving all of the x and y coordinates. I took half of each of the x and y coordinates. P prime will be at 2, 3. Q prime will be at -2, 1. And R prime will be at 1, -3. Now I'm going to graph the image. Right, so there is our pre-image and our image. Now this is all for our lesson for today. Feel free to email me if you have any questions. And then your homework is going to be posted on Google Classroom. It's going to be due Sunday night. All right, so hope that you all take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.